Hello, so this is going to be my third and final video about my GCSE results. I've done a vlog and I've done a GCSE predictions video, but this video is going to be me talking about my actual results and breaking down the grades I got in what exam and what I got overall. So I'm going to start off from my worst to my best grades, and I'm going to read out like what I got in the exam, and you know, I've already told you that. So first up was music, and I got a D overall, and I was 1 mark off a C. So in my listening exam, where you listen to music and write about it, I got an E. In my appraising music, I got an E. And in both courseworks, I got 2 Bs. So I got 2 Bs and 2 Es, which came out overall as a D, 1 mark off a C, which has now been sent back for remarking. Next is Spanish. Now I did foundation Spanish and I came out with a C overall, which is the highest you can get in foundation. So I'm really happy about that because it was the highest I could have got. In the first exam, I got a D. In the second exam, I got a D. And in both controlled assessments, I got 2 Cs, so I got 2 Cs and 2 Ds. And that Spanish exam was really hard, and I noticed when I looked at the grade boundaries, the grade boundaries were lower, but I still didn't get a C in the exam. I got 2 Ds, but because it is foundation, it came out as a C overall, so that's a pass, and I'm very happy about that, considering Spanish isn't my strongest subject. So history, I got a C overall, which I was kind of disappointed about because I loved history so much. I love learning about history, but I got a C. It's still a pass. I kind of knew I was going to get a C. Like, I wanted a B or an A even, but after the exam I knew that wasn't going to happen, and I did come out with a C at the end of it. In my coursework I got A star. Yes, my coursework was really great. I got A star. In my first exam about Germany and like Hitler and that kind of them topics, I got a C. And in my second exam about how British society changed, I got a D, which that was my worst exam. I knew I didn't pass that. So I got an A star, a D and a C, which came out to a C overall. So yeah, it's a pass, but I really did expect higher in history. So in my English literature, I got a C overall. In my first exam, I got a D. In my second exam, I got a C, and in my controlled assessment, I got a B, so that came out as a C. Sorry, someone's walking up there, so you might hear it. I was pretty happy. I did sit that in year 10 as well, so I got that last year, but a C was great for year 10, and it's a pass, and I'm actually happy with that. In science, in core science, I got a C in my first exam, a C in my second exam, and an A in controlled assessment, and it came out as a C again overall. So all what I've said so far, I've got Cs. I did get 7 Cs altogether in my GCSEs, so core science was a C, so was English literature. Now in additional science, which I sat in year 11, because I get a double award for science, I got a D in my first exam, a D in my second exam, and a B in my controlled assessment, and that came out as a C, which I'm so shocked about because 75% of the exam I got a D and 25% I got a B. Somehow that got pushed up to a C, which I'm obviously not complaining about, but I just don't know how that happened. Like, I thought I'd get a D, but I didn't. I got a C, which I'm very happy about. And then in English language, I got a C again. I got a C in my first exam, a C in my second exam, and an A in my coursework, which levelled out as a C. I kind of expected to get a C in English language as well. Next up is maths, and I don't know if I'm more happy about my maths grade or my drama grade. I've not said my drama grade yet, but maths, I cried when I opened my results, and my form teacher said you've got a C in maths. I actually cried. I was that happy. It's in my vlog if you want to go watch my vlog. I got a C in maths. Now in maths, I don't know about your exams, but it just doesn't have a breakdown. On mine, it just says my grade. It doesn't have a breakdown of what marks I got in what exam. So I just got a C overall, and it actually paid off. I didn't revise at home on my own, but I stayed behind school near enough every day with my maths teacher, just doing maths revision, and when I had free periods I'd do maths, and I just did maths a lot in school, not at home. I didn't really revise much, but I got a C, and I'm so happy I do not have to resit it at college, because that's what I was so worried about. But I passed maths. passed GCSE maths and I didn't even do foundation. All year I said to the teacher, I'm too thick for higher, I should be in foundation. And they kept me in the higher and I did it, so. Next up is RE and I got a B, thank God. I've told you all the C's now, I did actually get some other grades apart from a C. RE, in my mock I got a D, I don't know how. I revised more for my mock more than I did for my actual exam. And I came out with a B. I got a B in my first exam and a B in my second exam. Yeah, a B. I was like, what? I was in set 1 for RE and all my class got A's, stars, and A's and A stars, literally. Every test we did, I got A stars and A's, and I was like one of the only 2 people who never got an A star or A in year 11. But I got a B in RE. And finally, the most... I knew I was going to get this grade, like, this was the subject I worked so hard for, like, I just have, this sounds really cringy, like, I have a passion for this subject. I'm doing it at college, I absolutely love drama, like, and I thought I was going to get A star. Towards the end of the night, like, the night before results day, I was like, no, I failed, I'm going to get an A. I won't get A star, but it's fine, A's still a good grade. But I got A star in drama and that is exactly what I wanted, and I could not be happier with an A star in drama because, you know, it's just what I wanted. I got A star in unit 1, A star in unit 2, and I got 90 out of 90 marks in unit 2, which I didn't even know. And then I got A star in my performance practical, where the examiner comes in and marks me, and she gave me A star, and I was just like, thank you so much, because it's just I just still get happy talking about it. Maths and drama are just like, they're the grades that I'm happiest about. Like, I cannot believe I passed maths and I got A star in drama, and you know, so happy. Like, that is my GCSE result. I'll tell you again quickly. I got 7 C's. In fact, I'll start off with the lowest. I got 1 D, 7 C's, 1 B and 1 A star, and I could not be happier with my results. If you want to watch my vlog, it's in the link down below, and if you want to watch my predictions, it's in the link down below, and you can see what I thought I'd get compared to what I actually got. So yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.